It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Kitchen Land USA, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hey. Good morning. It's Sarah and Diana this morning. Ethan is off, so thank you to the lovely Diana, always.
Hello. Thank you.
Yeah, up and at 'em and cute earrings.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Got to be styling. It's on video.
There
for
we
those
go.
of you watching on Facebook.
All right. Shall we get to the news?
Yes, as Ethan says.
Go. Yes, here we go. The Missouri Supreme Court says on October 14th, Lance Shockley will be executed. You might remember the name. He is the man who was convicted of killing a Missouri Highway Patrol trooper in 2005. Sergeant Dwayne Graham was killed outside his house in Carter County. Graham had been investigating Shockley for involuntary manslaughter and leaving the scene of an accident. Knob Noster, which is just a town north of Whiteman Air Force Base, not too far away here in Missouri, is getting some extra security measures. Federal officials say the base could become a target of retaliation, since that is from where the B-2 bombers took off to head to Iran over the weekend to take out their enriched uranium. No word yet on specifics of the new safety measures, but we know that it has been increased.
Okay. Well, if your business was affected by our strong spring storms, you can apply for some financial help from the Small Business Administration. Small businesses, residents, and private nonprofits that were hit at the end of April could qualify. This is for properties in Berry, Christian, Dade, Dallas, Greene, Jasper, Lawrence, McDonald, Newton, Polk, Stone, and Webster counties.
There you go. That's a long list.
How'd I do, Sarah? That I felt like
Perfect.
a school closing for a minute. Anyway, starting today, there will be a disaster loan outreach center set up starting at 1 p.m. at the Greene County Public Safety Center on West Scott Street. You can also apply online, super easy. I don't know. I haven't done it yet, but at sba.gov/disaster.
Yes. In other words, easy to go online. Yes. And then who knows how long and convoluted that application may be.
Yeah.
There you go.
And get this, Buffalo residents are one step closer to having their nice pool reopened after a woman destroyed it with fire and vandalism. That's just terrible, especially in this heat. She was arrested, but for the rest of the town, they've been itching to get in the water on these hot summer days. Renovations have been underway, and the city hopes that by mid-July, they can reopen to the public. The damage was 5 months ago, and police say 2 people broke in through the fence and spray painted the pool, as well as set a fire inside the pool house. An 18-year-old girl, Cheyenne Engel, is charged in the crime. So
yeah, what a bummer for the rest of the town. Yeah.
One person or two ruins for a lot of people. So
yeah. Well, it was 5 months ago. You'd think they would have been able to get it fixed, but they had to wait on insurance too. Because there was enough damage that they couldn't just go in and, you know what I mean? Like, you got to go through the proper financial channels, which can take a minute.
Wow.
All right. Some North Springfield residents are concerned after city council voted to rezone 104 acres of land to kind of add to a neighborhood. This is in the 3200 through 3400 blocks of North Vernon Road. Developers are changing that acreage from single family residential to a mixed use plan development. Some existing homeowners there say the sheer number of houses going in will overly increase traffic and crime in that area. So not in my backyard. Kind of the story of the game always whenever there's new development coming in. But the development is going to move forward. They have clearance to do so. They are also calling for some commercial development in that area as well. All right. You may or may not know, because this is not a ton of people, but absentee voting is underway right now in Greene County for the August 5th special election. A tax issue for the Pleasant Hope School District is what's on the ballot. So if that's you, you can go to the Greene County Archives building on north of Boonville to cast your ballot. You can also vote absentee by mail, of course. And to get the form to do that, you can find it at greencountymo.gov.
Okay. And just over a week away from the 4th of July holiday, I'm sure people are going to have some great plans, and it's going to be a busy travel season. So according to the TSA, they are predicting more than 18.5 million people will fly from Tuesday, July 1st through Monday, July 7th. And this is interesting. This past Sunday, June 22nd, was the busiest single travel day by air in the agency's history.
That's nuts.
0.1 million travelers, 3.1.
Yeah. And I was a 0.1 because I was traveling on Sunday in the airport through Chicago.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And it was crazy. It was crazy.
Well, we just got back from Denver, and I don't know about you, but just it seems like there's been a lot more missed connections and things not going as you have planned. Like we missed my nephew's wedding, which was just heartbreaking, but because all the other flights were sold out the next day. So it's one of those weird travel seasons. I think weather affects things, and obviously the demand.
And even being at Springfield Airport, I took out from Springfield. It was super busy, which I'm not used to that. Which is awesome, by the way. That's great. But I was shocked at how busy it was.
Yeah. Wow. In the morning? Did you fly in the morning or in the evening? Or afternoon?
It was actually afternoon, 2 p.m. I think I left at 2 p.m. Yeah. So,
interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I'm look at all these people.
Right.
Okay. Listen to this. Ozarks Food Harvest is offering fresh produce to families in need. This is really big. They got a $200,000 grant that allowed them to get 78 raised garden beds full of produce.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's so awesome. I think there's just something really special about being able to grow and give, being able to eat your own produce and
well, and just health wise, it's way
most
healthier.
of the time pesticide free and all of that.
Yeah.
Well, don't get me started on that.
Yeah. That too.
Yeah. Although, can I share a fun fact?
Sure.
I've been working with a nutritionist, and I found this to be fascinating, that there is more pesticides and bad things in meat, than in produce. I didn't know that.
I can help you with that.
You can. Okay. Do you have a cow?
I have a farmer in Ava who has a cow.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Douglas County. Hello. They know how to grow them.
Okay. Well, all right.
Hit me
there
up,
we go.
Joe, and I'll give you his information.
Okay, Joe.
You can hit me up there. He doesn't have that many cows.
Okay.
But you
well, I don't have that much freezer space, Joe. So we're gonna have to go
and you don't need the whole cow. You could get a quarter of a cow. So yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Sarah, you told me to look up some really fun events. So
I
did my homework.
Tell me what you found. Okay.
So y'all, I got to tell you that aroundtheozarks.com event calendar has so much going on. So
it is money.
I'm
first. Telling you. Yeah, it's the best.
I'm going to halfway talk about most of these events, and you're going to be like, Diana, you missed something important. When does it start?
But no, they can go to aroundtheozarks.com though, and they're all there.
Yeah.
And it's super well laid out. That's why I love it so much. There's a lot of event calendars in the area. And I'm telling you, am I biased? I guess, but it's just a fact, Yeah. Anyway, that's all.
Yeah. Well,
keep going.
Today is really fun because it is, I used to work for the park board, and this is really fun, and they sponsor the show. So they have Wednesdays at the concert series featuring jazz. I think they're going to have jazz today. It's from
at Founders Park. Yeah.
Yeah. At Founders Park, noon to 1, bring your own lunch and listen to some jazz for free. And you might bring your lawn chair too. I will say it's a concrete park. It's not a grassy park. So bring your lawn chair, and it makes it more enjoyable. And then also tonight, Sarah, you might crack up at this one.
What?
It's open mic night at Blue Room Comedy Club.
Listen, I have no business being there, but you sure do. You are funny. You're witty. Yes. Funny. This is why you're on around the Ozarks, because you're
because
Ethan's.
I'm funny.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like to say it out loud because I don't want you to feel on the spot. Ethan's don't tell people I'm funny. It really puts me on the spot to be funny.
Okay.
And I'm funny because I don't try to be funny. So sorry to put you on the spot, but you are, and I would show up for that.
I would have no material because I don't know what it takes. I did improv.
I know, that's what I mean. You used to do improv.
Like,
how hard can it be?
Well, to come up with a bit for a comedy group, like I need a partner. Like I need someone to like interact with.
Ethan would do a bit with you. He has all sorts of things that he could do bits on because he gets like, I don't know. He's like king of like common sense, but witty about it. I don't know. I can't even. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, the one thing I did learn in improv is, and it's really important and people don't always realize it, but like if you say no to whatever the person said to you, the skit just dies. So it's always yes. And like, yes, I agree with whatever that person said. Like, oh, there's Billy Bob over there in his white pickup truck. And okay. Yeah. I can't believe he had Margaret with him. So you don't say no, you say yes, and then you add something to it, like Margaret was with him. Oh my gosh, Margaret in her stash, and then you go on, and then it might turn into something funny.
Could we also just pass along that tip for any interview on the planet?
Bingo. Yeah. Instead of like a one-word answer and then just
except for it's on the reporter to ask an open-ended question.
Right. Yeah. Are you having fun with this interview? No. Anyways, open mic night at Blue Room Comedy Club is tonight. And then there is free movies at Founders Park this Friday, which is going to be really fun. They're showing the movie at 9 p.m. They have to wait till it's dark outside. But Wild Robot. I'm not familiar with that one.
I'm not familiar, but it sounds terrifying. We are so close to wild robots taking over all the humans that I feel like it's probably Hollywood's rendition of what's going to happen 5 years from right now.
Oh my gosh. Well, there's that.
Do you ever look at these old movies like from Hollywood? You're like, yeah, they knew all along. They knew it. They knew all
robots
the
and aliens going to take over the world. Who knows?
Exactly.
And then this one might be more up your alley, Sarah. It is the Fit Fest. Like
nice.
Get your fitness on at the OC. Yeah. It's coming up on Saturday, and what a fun event. I believe it's running a couple hours, like Saturday morning. Again, I did have the details, and then I didn't bring them on air.
That's fun though. Yeah. The Fit Fest at the OC. Who doesn't love the OC? You know?
So in the OC, if you don't know, it's in Ozark, and it's probably going to be a lot of fun. There is a fee to be able to go, because I think it gives you a chance to sample a bunch of the different fitness classes that they have. So cost is $28 for annual members or $32 for monthly members or non-members like me.
I wish I could remember. There's a friend of mine. What is her class called? This would be such a good shout out for her.
What?
Her name's Chrissy. She teaches a class there. It's like a dance class, but it's not Zumba.
Power dance.
What is it called? She's just
Cha-cha.
Something else. This girl's something else. I'm telling you, she's something else. And if you just see her arms, you'd be like, yeah,
then you want to join her. Yeah, you're like, whatever you're doing, I'm there.
It's like if you're going to hire a personal trainer, like that person should be in shape. You know what I'm saying?
I absolutely agree.
It's a rule of thumb.
Yeah, I agree.
Goodness, I wish I could remember what it was called. I got nothing. And the problem is I can't find her on Facebook right this second because I'm under pressure.
Oh, it's okay. Well, maybe if you go to the OC, you're going to see her and you're going to see her class and you'll be like, I'm going to go to her class from now on. I'm sure they're going to have strength training and dance classes and all sorts of other fun stuff. So yeah, I think you can go and stay and get like a 5-hour workout in. Maybe not 5 hours, but hours.
I found her. Hold on.
What class is this?
Chrissy. If I could just show you her picture, you'd be like, yeah, I'd work out with her. Oh my goodness. Okay, like I don't know what it's called, but can you just like can you see this video of her?
Oh yeah. Oh, she's dancing. Yeah.
So, look at this woman.
It's aerobics.
There you go. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And she teaches that at the OC.
And there's a rainbow. Okay, this is good. This is more than
and that video that you just saw, that was her from her Mother's Day post. That was her mom. Isn't that fun?
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, that was her mom. So
well, perfect timing. I mean, if you're still needing to, get in your swimsuit for swimsuit season,
right?
It could be some good options.
No thanks.
I
mean, at some point I'll have to put one of those on. But the problem is I'm past the age of caring. I don't care. you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, happy Wednesday, folks.
Thanks.
That's
yeah.
the show. That's all we
Okay.
got.
That's all we got. That's all we got. We hope to see you here tomorrow. Have a
All
good
right.
one.
Bye.
Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Command Family Medicine and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Wednesday. It is June 25th, and we are still in the middle of our summertime heat wave here in the Ozarks. Temperatures starting off nice and warm this morning. Numbers in the low 70s, and once again, I've got low 90s in the forecast, so a bit better than some of the numbers that we had around for the weekend, but it is still hot and humid across the Ozarks, and those heat index values once again today could make it to the triple digits. I know there's not much change in this forecast, and there's really not going to be. This overall weather pattern setup, it's very common of the summer month. We see this big dome of hot air, a big high pressure system, and it's really hard to move it out of the way. Now, I think there is a chance for some pop-up or isolated showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Maybe a bit of a better chance today, too, than what we've seen. But these daily heat index values will just kind of be persistent in the forecast. Heat index value anywhere from the mid-90s all the way through the low triple digits each and every day through the rest of the work week forecast and into the weekend. We also continue to see super heavy downpours and even a threat for severe weather up in the northern plains. That's all the way from Wisconsin back through portions of Nebraska today. There's also going to be some heavy rain for the Four Corners region and severe weather chances for much of the southeast across the country today. We have isolated to scattered afternoon and evening thunderstorms possible. These are the pulse style thunderstorms. It means that they go up and come down really quickly. You kind of see those big cumulus clouds building off in the horizon. They're pretty small in coverage, so not everyone is expected to see the rain and storm activity today. But if you get underneath one of these storms, you might see a brief heavy downpour, maybe have some thunder and lightning before it moves on. It's only about a 20 or 30% chance for some of those afternoon thunderstorms today, and they are fueled by the heat and humidity. So as soon as the sun goes down, we lose some of our humidity. We start to see the radar calm down as well. So no storms expected overnight. It's really just those peak heating hours from about 4 o'clock through the evening hours, 6 p.m., that we have the best chance for some of those pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Those are chances too, not just in the forecast today, but each and every day this week. There may be a few handful of showers and thunderstorms. There's just not a whole lot of change in this forecast. In fact, I think this pattern looks pretty persistent, even as we head through the weekend forecast. So prepare for the heat. We are in it for the long haul here in the extended forecast. Today, I told you we'd make it to the low 90s, 91, my forecasted high temperature for Springfield. It'll feel more like 100 though, so prepare for that heat. We also continue to see the opportunity for some isolated pop-up showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Tomorrow, another hot day. Similar to today, we'll see high temperatures in the low 90s, mostly sunny skies, and warm conditions for the morning hours also. On Friday, there's maybe a bit of a better rain chance in the forecast. Chance of rain along and north of I-44 on Friday. About a 35% chance for rain on Friday. We'll hold on to that opportunity for some showers, a few thunderstorms in the forecast too, as we head into Saturday. Around the country, there's extremely dangerous heat making headlines across the Midwest and the East Coast. We also continue to see excessive rainfall and severe thunderstorms from a front ranging all the way through the Midwest. I told you about that up to our north. There's also fire danger for the Four Corners region. There's been high heat and a lot of dry weather for our friends in the Southwest, and fire weather conditions are a result of that out there. All right, here's a look at the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. What is the primary source of sunshine that reaches Earth's surface? Do you think it is A, infrared radiation, B, ultraviolet radiation, C, visible light, or D, gamma rays? Well, this is related to the question that I had for you yesterday. And if you guessed C, you are correct. The primary source of visible sunshine that reaches the Earth's surface is the sun. The sun emits these electromagnetic radiation, including visible light, which travels through space to Earth. A large portion of this radiation is visible light that we can see, and it is the primary source of light and warmth for our planet. So, congrats if C, visible light, was your guess. Here's the brain twister trivia question that I have for you tomorrow morning. What phenomenon causes the sky to appear blue during a sunny day due to the scattering of sunlight by the atmosphere? Do you think it is A, Rayleigh scattering, B, my scattering, C, the Tyndall effect, or D, the Doppler effect? You can submit your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much for joining me on this warm Wednesday in the Ozarks. I sure appreciate you starting the day here. And thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. You can head to the website all day for up-to-the-minute weather info. And if you are enjoying the podcast, please leave us a good review. That helps others find the podcast and listen also. I appreciate you listening this morning. I'll chat with you again first thing tomorrow.